like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for the springing, fresh from the word. Good morning, Unity.
Test.
I am a light.
I am the light.
I am the light.
I am the light.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
I am the light.
I am the light.
I am the light.
I am the light.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This is the place. This is the time.
In this time.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. I see the joy.
I am the joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
I see the joy.
The joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm living love every day. Living love every day. I'm living love every day.
I'm living love every day.
Living love every day.
I'm living love every day.
Spreading peace along the way.
Spreading peace along the way.
Right time.
Right time.
Right place.
Right place.
Living love every day. Time, right place, living love every day. I am a light.
I am the light.
I am a light.
I am the light.
In this world.
In this
In
world.
this world.
In this world.
I am a light.
I am the
I
light.
am a light.
I am the light.
In this world.
In this
In
world.
this world.
In this world.
This is the place. This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
You are a light. And thank you for being here this morning and shining your light so bright. My name is Reverend Cheryl Myers, and it is my joy to be here with you this morning. We welcome everyone who are tuning in via live stream this morning. Good morning. So, in case you're wondering what's happening up here, if you don't know, if you haven't read our newsletter, we have our 12 Powers Plus One service this morning, where you'll be able to select a power, an attribute of your divine nature that will support you in this coming new year. We were going to have this service on January 13th, and Mother Nature had another say. So here we are. And so I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge all the folks that have been impacted by the government shutdown. And we're so grateful that there's news that hopefully you'll be returning to work on Monday or at least very, very soon. So we just lift you, and if there's any way that we can support you, please let us know. We are also collecting food for the Man of Food Bank in the lobby. So if you feel called, because the food banks have really been tapped by folks that really could use that kind of support. And so we want to do our part to replenish them. So thank you for considering that. So welcome. And let's just take a deep breath and just gently close your eyes. Here we are. And how sweet it is to come together in unity. And so by an intentional deep breath, we are letting our body know that it's time to just relax and just simply be and allow the chair beneath you to fully support you as you let go. And it's also informing any busy thoughts that your focus is going to be on this now moment, to allow yourself to be blessed by spiritual community. Love lives here. And may you experience that love in every handshake and every hug and every interaction this morning, so that you leave this sacred place more deeply in your knowing of all that you are and all that you're capable of expressing. So let's breathe into that intention. And thank you for being here. Know that this experience would not be the same without you. And so it is. Amen. So if you are here at Unity of Gaithersburg for the very first time this morning, please raise your hand and just keep them raised. And an usher will come and bring you a welcome packet. And if you would like to fill out the little card on the top and slip it in the offering bag, we'll just simply add your email address to our Friday afternoon online newsletter list. It's a great newsletter. It just tells you the scoop of everything that's happening here at Unity of Gaithersburg. And it's a lot. And it's cool. All right, let's stand and sing a song together. Good morning, love. Offer a handshake and ask for a hug.
Well, I feel the spirit. Good morning. My name is Bill Sunderman, and this week's transformational opportunities are detailed in our community newsletter. And you can receive next week's edition by sharing your email with us. Please pause now to completely silence your cell phones. Thanks. Former member of Unity of Gaithersburg, Charlie Stinnett, has once again donated a beautiful handcrafted Afghan to our spiritual community with the intention to bless us financially. Each year it's raffled, and a very blessed individual gets to take it home and be warmed by its love. And Edie has it. The raffle drawing is happening right now. Edie will now come up and select a winning ticket. Drum roll, please.
Hang on, you need a drum roll. Here we go.
And okay, sending lots of love, beam love. I'm mixing them up. There's lots. Okay, and the winner is, if I have my glasses. Thank you, Al Golden. Yay, Al! Where are you, Al? Oh, Al got a, oh, well, he got an Afghan, though.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for contributing to the raffle. And next item, have you ever prayed with a prayer chaplain and felt the difference an affirmative prayer made to your outlook and knowing of what is true? Would you like to share that gift with others? If you've considered being a prayer chaplain, there are informational meetings scheduled for today after the service and this Tuesday evening, January 29th at 7 p.m. Being a prayer chaplain is a heightened level of commitment and service within our community that expands your spiritual growth. It calls you to know and claim the truth of the divine nature of you and others. Brochures to describe the program, along with training dates, are located at the back table and in the lobby information center. Please sign up in the back of the sanctuary if you plan to attend the Tuesday evening session. In honor of the Season for Peace and Nonviolence, join us for Community from the Heart Workshop, on February 16th from 9 to 5. That's February 16th from 9 to 5. This workshop will provide skills and practices to move from chaos to calm, to promote peace through communication and heart-centered connection. This one-day workshop is part of a 4-week course that includes 3 90-minute online small group coaching sessions, a connection practice buddy to build your communication skills, and 3 30-minute midweek wake-up heart conference calls. Participants will leave this course with a clear set of tools and practices that will greatly deepen their personal and professional relationships. The total cost for all the parts is $249, and you can sign up online now as space is limited. If you want to be an official active member of Unity of Gaithersburg, we're having a new member class on Saturday, February the 16th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please sign up in the sanctuary, back of the sanctuary today after the service, and or online if you plan to attend, so we have materials for you. And lastly, mark your calendars for our quarterly community meeting on Sunday, February 17th, right after service. You will hear updates from your board and Reverend Cheryl about all that is happening here at Unity of Gaithersburg. Open to all. See you there. And now let's please center ourselves as we reflect together on today's daily word. The focus for today is spiritual attributes. The affirmation, my life makes a difference as I share my spiritual attributes. Each of us is given spiritual attributes. These attributes, also called our 12 faculties or powers, are aspects of our Christ nature. From biblical accounts, Jesus lived a dynamic and inspiring life. Through his works, he expressed his spiritual attributes and profoundly touched many lives. We too can express our Christ nature and positively impact the world. One way I can express my spiritual faculties is to choose to share the divine love I am. With a smile, a word of encouragement, or a helping hand, I create a ripple of love. I can choose to share divine wisdom. As I respond to others from discernment, I approach tense situations with compassion and forgiveness so that they may result in connection and peace. I claim my spiritual attributes and use them to make a difference. I am a light in this world. And from 1 Corinthians 12:7, to each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. And now let's prepare for meditation by singing All Is Well.
So once again, let us take a deep breath together. And as we move now into a time of meditation, I just invite you to shift your focus away from the external and just simply begin to notice the movement of the breath, moving into your body and moving out. Just notice that gentle flow, shifting your focus away from any busy thoughts and just following the breath. And just notice as you follow the breath, where you feel the breath the strongest as you breathe in. Is it in your chest? Is it in your belly? Just notice. Follow the movement of the gentle breath. And now begin to focus the breath, moving in and out of your physical heart space. Just breathe in and out of your heart. As you follow the movement of the breath, begin to notice that your awareness is in this present moment. Just allow the breath to bring your awareness to the present moment if you feel distracted by any busy thoughts, any physical sensations in the body, or any feelings. Just gently, without judgment, bring your awareness back to the breath. Breathing in and out of your heart space. This simple technique of following the movement of the breath allows our awareness to be in this present moment and allows our heart to be open to the infinite wisdom within. This very simple meditation can support us in making wise choices, in discerning what is ours to do in each moment. So as we move now into a time of silence, I just invite you to continue to just follow the movement of the breath, gently moving in and out of your physical heart space, allowing your attention to be in this present moment, in the silence. So I invite you to take a deep breath in. And to allow yourself to remember that the breath is truly your greatest tool to bring your awareness to this present moment, so that you can discern moment to moment what is yours to do from your infinite wisdom. And as we prepare for our 12 Powers Plus One ritual this morning, just remember this technique as you discern, as you open to the spiritual attribute that is nudging you to express more fully this year. Just take a deep breath and open, and it will come to you. So together, let us breathe deeply. And for the breath and infinite life, how grateful we are. And so it is. Amen.
I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of love. Get ready, get ready, my soul.
I feel really tall up here. Hi. Well, just recently, around the Christmas holidays, of course, we celebrated the rebirth of the Christ nature we are in our awareness and claiming. And the divine essence, that divine essence, the Christ, is what animated Jesus and is what animates us. And so remembering that the Christ metaphysically represents the wholeness, the divinity that is our true nature. And today is another opportunity to open our hearts and allow ourselves to accept and know and really claim our divine nature. That indwelling divinity is our innate perfection, the divine light and essence that we are, that Jesus called the kingdom of God. And for Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. And this kingdom, this divinity, this wholeness, this infinite life, and all that entails all these beautiful attributes, is unchanging within you regardless of what's happening in your life, regardless of anything you've ever been told. You are infinite life and wholeness. And so when we awaken to this truth, it's like our inner light just shines. And isn't the world right now really calling us to shine our light? Yeah. So the essence of the divine light that we are, in its many expressions, is what our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, called our 12 powers. And I've added one more. It's joy. Ooh. I'm really excited about joy. These 13 powers are qualities, attributes of our divine nature, and they are faith, understanding, wisdom, also called judgment, love, will, strength, power, order, imagination, zeal, renunciation, also called illumination, life, and joy. This year, they are represented symbolically by Jesus' disciples, and also I included women this year, women in the Bible. Each power is also indicated by a specific color and location within the body. These 13 attributes are divine ideas that make up the pattern of perfection that is us. They represent the fullness of the divinity that we are. And I like to call them the beautiful facets of the divine gem that we are. Through affirming their presence, we quicken and develop them in our awareness so that we can express them more readily and more fully. And today we're going to connect with them through a ritual, through this special ritual. You will have the opportunity this morning to select an attribute or a power that is calling to be awakened and expressed more fully in your life in the coming year. And I'm going to describe each power to you. And as I do, I just invite you to notice for yourself what attribute, what power is calling your heart to love more boldly, to express more fully. What power will support you in knowing more deeply your full divine nature that will awaken you to shine the light that you are? What power is drawing you that will support the deepening and expansion of your spiritual unfolding? And you'll want to pay special attention to what power is drawing you as you hear each one described, because you never know what might spark a new awareness. It could be the name of the disciple or the woman. It could be what their names metaphysically symbolize. It could be the color or the location of the body. You just don't know. But for right now, I'm just going to ask you to just be open and receptive to what attribute resonates for you, and to listen and let your inner wisdom inform you. So, are you ready? Okay, so let's take a deep breath. And I'm just going to let you know, this is a good bit of narration, but just, if you can, just open your heart, because again, you don't know what might spark within you. So I'm going to ask Jerry, board members Jerry and Shirley, to come up and light their candle that they'll use to light each candle from the Christ candle. So Jerry and Shirley have each lit their candles from the white candle on the altar, which symbolizes our spiritual identity, the divinity that is each of us, and they will now light a candle for each power, each attribute as it is described. The disciple Peter represents the power of faith, as he was the first one to follow Jesus. Faith is represented by Elizabeth, the woman who held steadfast faith and became pregnant when she and her husband were advanced in years. Faith is a deep inner knowing that everything sought is already ours for the claiming. It is the assurance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. It is the color of deep blue. Faith is located in the pineal gland in the center of the brain. To awaken in us the spiritual power of faith, we light the first candle. The disciple Thomas represents understanding as he sought evidence of Jesus' identity after the resurrection. Mary of Bethany represents spiritual understanding as she was an ardent devotee of Jesus, constantly seeking spiritual truth. Spiritual understanding is the ability of the mind to comprehend and realize the laws of the universe. It is the color gold and located between the eyes in the front of the forehead. To awaken in us the spiritual power of understanding, we light the second candle. The disciple James, the son of Zebedee, represents wisdom. James, son of Zebedee, represents the power of good spiritual judgment and guidance. Salome, his mother, represents the need for enlightened judgment through humility and following spiritual guidance. Wisdom is the ability to discern, evaluate, and make decisions. It is also known as our intuition and is the voice within us that is our greatest truth. It is the color yellow and is located in the solar plexus. To awaken in us the spiritual power of wisdom, we light the third candle. The disciple John represents love and gracious compassion. Mary of Nazareth, the mother of Jesus, represents nurturing divine love. Love is the great harmonizer and healer. It sees unconditional good in every situation. The activity of divine love settles all misunderstandings and makes your life and affairs happy, healthy, harmonious, and free. Love is the color pink and is located behind the heart. To awaken in us the spiritual power of love, we light the fourth candle. The disciple Matthew represents will. Matthew represents the power to withdraw and direct attention to divine will. Martha of Bethany represents how our willfulness can be enlightened by compassion and wisdom. Our expression of will is foundational in making demonstrations. The spiritual quality of will is the center around which all the activities of consciousness revolve. Will is the color silver. It is located at the top of the forehead. To awaken in us the spiritual power of will, we light the fifth candle. The disciple Andrew represents strength. Andrew was the brother of Simon Peter and was a disciple who emerged as a leader of the 12. The Canaanite woman Tamar was strong and determined to survive after twice being widowed. Strength is a capacity to accomplish using divine energy. It enables us to experience freedom from weakness and have stability of character. It opens us to non-resistance and surrender. Strength is the color of light green and is located in the lower back. To awaken in us the spiritual power of strength, we light the 6th candle. The disciple Philip represents power. Philip exercised his power through the spiritual word. Mary Magdalene represents power, as she was steadfast by Jesus, and upon being first at his tomb, accepted the commission to go tell the others of his resurrection, even though she would not be believed. Power is the ability to have dominion over our thoughts and feelings. The spiritual quality of power opens our mind and body to healing and manifestation. Power is the color purple. It is located in the throat. To awaken in us the spiritual power of power, we light the 7th candle. The disciple James, the son of Alphaeus, represents order. James, son of Alphaeus, represents cooperation and peacemaking. Mary, wife of Alphaeus, joined Jesus' ministry and supported it by providing food, money, and constant service. Mary was where she needed to be at the right and perfect time. Divine order is the foundation of all change, and as we embrace divine order in our lives through changing our thoughts and being open to divine wisdom, our mind and affairs will be in harmony. Order is the color of dark green. It is located just behind the navel. To awaken in us the spiritual power of order, we light the 8th candle. The disciple Bartholomew, also known as Nathaniel, represents the power of imagination. Bartholomew acknowledged the truth about Jesus and saw him perfectly whole and divine. Anna, the prophetess, represents the power of divine imagination as she was able to foresee the manifestation of the Christ. With our imagination, we lay hold of ideas and form them with spiritual substance. Imagination is our gift of vision and dreams. It is the color of light blue. It is located between the eyes and the brain. To awaken in us the spiritual power of imagination, we light the 9th candle. The disciple Simon represents zeal. Simon represents the power of steadfast, positive activity to bring about the healing of the soul and world. Ruth represents zeal through her spirit of courage, determination, and go-getter attitude. Zeal is divine enthusiasm. It is the inward fire of the soul that urges us onward, regardless of circumstances. It is the color orange and is located in the back of the head. To awaken in us the spiritual power of zeal, we light the 10th candle. The disciple Thaddeus represents renunciation, also called elimination. Thaddeus represents the balance of giving and receiving, acknowledging and letting go of the experiences of life. Bathsheba represents the ability through her willingness to forgive, release, and let go in peace. To renounce is to let go of old thoughts in order that new thoughts may find a place in our consciousness. It is the ability to release that which no longer serves us and to say no to the untrue and undesirable. It is the color brown and is located in the lower part of the abdomen. To awaken in us the spiritual quality of renunciation, we light the 11th candle. The disciple Judas represents eternal life. Because of the actions of Judas, the great truth of the resurrection principle was revealed to us. Rahab, the heroine of ancient Israel, represents life as she bravely saved the lives of Joshua's spies when Jericho fell and boldly asked for the lives of her family to be spared. Life is vigor and vitality and is the energy that propels us into action. Life is our ability to mend, restore, heal, and draw upon the divine essence we are for all of life's experiences. Life is the color red. It is located in the root chakra. To awaken in us the spiritual power of life, we light the 12th candle. The Christ child represents joy. The Christ child represents the joy-filled new life that is ours when we say yes to knowing and expressing our Christ nature. Embracing and embodying the divine feminine, which is the nurturing, loving dimension in all of us, is a joyful celebration of our Christ nature. Joy is the result of being filled with a passion to fully live life with its endless possibilities. It is the wonder-filled lens from which we see the world, regardless of appearances. It generates gratitude. The spiritual quality of joy is white with colorful polka dots. It is located in the heart. To awaken in us the spiritual power of joy, we light the 13th candle. So now I just encourage you to allow your heart to open and your knowing of your divine nature to come into your heart and mind. And we're just going to go into a little mini meditation right now, and I'm going to just go through each power again and just speak affirmations. And as you hear these affirmations, I just invite you to repeat them to yourself so all of these attributes are quickened in your being. So John Paul, would you play? So let's take a deep breath and reflect again on the 13 powers, quickening them all within us and affirming their presence and noticing what informs us. So just take another deep breath. Faith. I affirm my faith. I trust my divine nature, knowing as I hold steadfast in faith, only the greatest good unfolds in my life. So just take a deep breath into that truth. Understanding. As I awaken my power of understanding, I know that the perfect outworking of every situation is being revealed to me now. Just breathe, take a deep breath. Wisdom. The wisdom I am is my ability to perceive beyond appearances. I discern what is mine to do in every situation and make wise decisions. Love. As I express love, I draw harmony into my experiences. I am a radiating center of divine love. Just breathe into that truth. Will. As I awaken my power of will, I surrender to divine guidance and say yes to the greatest good outpicturing as my life. Through my willingness, my greatest good is assured. Strength. Strength surges through me, giving me energy and vigor, bringing endurance and stability to my life. I stand by my convictions. I am strong and unafraid. Power. My thoughts and words vibrate with spiritual power. Dominion and mastery are established in my mind, body, and affairs. Order. I know divine timing and order are now established in my life. My perfect path unfolds in its right and perfect flow. Imagination. I see creative and new ways to do what is mine to do. New opportunities to experience great good are coming into my life now. I see beauty and richness in my life. Zeal. I am courageous and enthusiastic about life. I am motivated and ready to move forward with what I discern is mine to do. Renunciation, also called elimination. I release all that is a distraction to my spiritual unfoldment. I am free of the past. Let's take a deep breath into that truth. Life. Every cell in my being is charged with pure, restorative divine life. I feel divine life expressing me now. Joy. As I awaken my power of joy, I see life and its beauty through the lens of awe and wonder. I am passionate about life and all of its unlimited possibilities. So just take a deep breath. And so now we will move into the ceremony where you choose the power that has spoken to you. So this is our opportunity to call forth that attribute that we will work with, that we will awaken and express fully during the coming year. And I just invite you to allow the choosing to come from our inner wisdom rather than any mental process or shoulds. Just allow yourself to be drawn to the power that will most serve your intention, possibly the new name that you created for yourself. And this is just gentle support. Please do not pick more than 2 powers. Allow your journey this year to be a gentle and kind unfolding. So in just a moment, I'm just going to ask us to form 2 lines, and we'll just split the middle section. If you'll go to this and just form a line in this aisle, and the rest of the side, just form a line in this aisle. And as you come, just walk a circle around the tables. And whatever power calls to you, I just invite you to select a little slip of paper from the bowl. And what that is an affirmative blessing that'll be just perfect for you. Just select one of those. And that will be an affirmation, hopefully maybe, that you can use throughout the rest of the year, trusting that the power that called you is the perfect one for you. So when you're ready, I just invite you just to form a line here and a line here, and just come up. And just come up, and you can just, as a line, you can just make a circle around the table and then go back to your seat. And when you return to your seat, I just invite you to just hold the space for those that are still selecting theirs, and possibly discern if there are any additional steps that you might want to take at this time. And as you return to your seat, I just invite you to just stay in that kind of sacred, reverent space, discerning if the attribute that has chosen you is just speaking to you on any next steps you might want to take. Let's breathe together. And what I know is that the attribute that nudged you will be the perfect one or ones to work with in the coming year. So let's affirm together. I claim my true nature and express my spiritual attributes to shine my light in the world. Go shine bright. Bless you.
Thank you, Reverend Cheryl. What a great experience here. And now, the time for tithes and offerings. This is the time to give from unlimited abundance and open hearts. As you prepare to place your tithe or consistent giving card in the offering bag or give online as you join us via YouTube, here's some prosperity wisdom from How to Let God Help You by Myrtle Fillmore. The spiritual substance out of which visible wealth comes is never depleted. It is right with you all the time. It will respond to your faith in it. It will yield according to your demands upon it. This unfailing resource is always willing to give, for that is its nature. Let's now affirm offering blessing together. I love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I'm so grateful.
Told me I'm essential. All my fears are limiting my potential. Said it's time to step into the light and use every bit of the power I have inside. So what you waiting on? Who you waiting for? If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do. Somebody's got to change the game. Just do you today. Create the game, then you create the rules. And if you just be you, there's no way you can lose. There's a story waiting for you to write it. There's a treasure waiting for you to find it. There's a picture waiting for you to paint it. There's a dollar waiting for you to make it. So what you waiting on? Who you waiting for? If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do you. Somebody's got to change the game. To climb it. Every ocean needs someone to dive in. Every dream needs someone to wish it. Every adventure needs someone to live it. So what you waiting on? Who you waiting for? If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do you. Somebody's got to change the game. Just do you today.
Let's stand and welcome in our youth.
One heart, one
Thank you. We also talked about our 12 powers today and how we can use them to be peacemakers in the world. And also, I want to introduce Naima Graham. We got to go to Rally in Charlottesville, Virginia last weekend, and she's going to tell you a little about her experience.
Yay, Naima!
Hi, I'm Naima, and I'd like to thank the congregation for the opportunity to go to Rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. The theme was creating paradise, and I learned how to create paradise in my life even when things aren't going well. I also got to reconnect with my friends from different unities from the Eastern region. I had such an amazing time and learned so much about myself and my power to create paradise. We also learned how to connect with others and recognizing the Christ within each other. Namaste. Thank you.
And let us bless our children.
Come on over. Bless you.
Just do instrumental.